So, in Midge's adventures, we had discovered that an artist had been murdered by an underground sort of gangster type character, and we have dealt with them, but we've discovered that the person who ordered that to happen was a prominent person in the city, and I was looking through my Everway cards and I found this guy. So, what is the book the priest is holding, and what does the design on the front mean? Where is he? What's the worst thing he's ever done? What position or status does he have? So that's sort of fitted in quite well. So I'm thinking that the artist did him a portrait, and the artist knew something terrible that he had done, and he incorporated clues into the picture. And when the priest discovered that, he was furious, and he found an underground type to deal with the artist in uncertain terms. But Midge's former girlfriend found out about it. She was kidnapped. Midge rescued her and defeated the guy who had done the murder. And now we know that this guy is responsible. He's behind the whole thing. So he not only did he order the murder, but he was also guilty of something else terrible, which the artist had put clues to in the painting. And maybe it was this painting. Maybe this has the clues, so it's something to do with... perhaps he's using forbidden books, who knows? But he's done something terribly wrong, and we want to bring him to justice in some way. Now, Scarlet Heroes comes with some very cool maps at the back, which you can use and interpret how you wish. So that looks a bit temple-ish to me. Yeah, so maybe this is the kind of building where that priest would hang out. So what are we going to do? We need to bring him to justice, or we need to deal with him in a sort of, a bit more hard-edged James Bond kind of way. We could try to take the law into our own hands and punish him for what he did. But is Midge like that? He's a sneaky spy, but he's not a cold-blooded murderer. So we want to bring this guy to justice. So how are we going to do that? I think we're going to look at some of the tables in Scarlet Heroes and see if there's anything that suggests a cool way of doing that. I think with Midge's life as a sneaky spy, I think we can disguise ourselves as a goblin priest and try to make him slip up and give us information about his darker dealings. So if we go in as a priest of the goblin goddess Sula, he says, looking up at a copy of the Earthly Quartet on my shelf, as in Ursula. Yes, we are a priest of the goblin goddess Sula, and we are going to go in and ask him advice about increasing the fervency of our congregation, which we've heard that there are rumours that that's what he has done by using dark powers to conjure miracles and that kind of thing. So that's what we think he's doing, and we want to go and see if he will help us in our career as a priest of the goddess Sula, to give us that help with that kind of power to increase revenue in our little temple. Now, perhaps Midge is a, he's goes to the what's the word? Initiate. It's his religion, Sula, the goblin goddess, but he is posing as a priest and put his morals to one side, and he's going to Go and try and get some advice from this guy to see if he can pull the rug out from under him. Yeah. Okay, so we're heading to this temple where this guy is, and we're going to see if we can pull a fast one on him. Now, we have sent a message ahead to give the guy a heads up that we would like to speak to him about a professional matter, and as we are a priest of Sula, as we are claiming. So we go to his temple to meet him in this colonnade area, away from prying ears, and we are cloaked and hooded, so we don't give away too much the fact that we're a goblin, but he knows we're a goblin. And yes, we greet him. Now, we have here a NPC reaction. So he is kind of a stranger. He doesn't know us, and we have a charisma of +2. So we're going to go on this chart. 6, 8, 10. Full agreement. He is going to listen to our questions and give us some useful advice. So, yes, we are going to ask this priest, Brother. Let us look at our other books. Brother Hagen. Yes. He says, looking at Empire of the East, Brother Hagen, I hear that I can see clearly by this wonderful church and your bustling congregation, even, that your business is going well here. This is marvelous, and I'm wondering. I'm from a rather small temple of a rather small faith, and we would just like to try and zhuzh things up a bit and taste a little, get a little more success in our congregation, a few more bums on seats, and a bit more fervour, a bit more money in the plate, that kind of thing. And I was wondering if would you be able to give me some advice, perhaps let me into how you have created such a successful enterprise here. Now, looking at this logically, he can see that I'm a goblin. Although we are accepted in societies, we are sometimes known as being a bit tricksy, and not as noble as Midge, who is a sneaky spy. But anyway, we gloss over that. So, I think it is likely that he might give us some information, because he's not going to see me as a noble, virtuous character so much. I've laid out the fact that I see my temple as an enterprise, and as he clearly does his, because if he's willing to have people murdered. So I'm going with the likely to see if he will let slip his secret information. 18. Oh yes. So he is going to tell us his some degree of his secret methods for increasing his flock, which were possibly the thing that the artist was flagging up in the portrait he did. And looking at this, what I'm thinking is this swirly symbol here. I could imagine he has adepts of his faith secreted in chambers around the congregation area, chanting things from this book, which create a sort of hypnotic effect. So he's using a kind of mind control from this book with his and getting his adepts to do that. And perhaps the adepts don't realise that that's what they're doing, and they're sort of innocent parties in this. They just think they're singing praises to the deity, but what they're actually doing is affecting the minds of the congregation, encouraging them to bring more people in using subliminal messages, and also building their fervour, but it's through nefarious means. So that is what he is letting on to us. So we now know what the artist was getting at and why he had the artist killed for letting slip the secret he was using to build his religious empire here. But what's in it for him? Why would he tell me this information? Basically, I think in professional wrestling, if you want people to believe C, then you make sure that A and B is true. So he has brought me in here, and he's going to show me this book. But yeah, there's some dark stuff behind that. He has a motive. So looking through the spells of Scarlet Heroes, the names are so idiosyncratic, suitable of the setting, but do not give a great deal of meaning. So it's very difficult to find the thing I want. So what I'm going to do, he is going to try to hypnotize me using the sinister book that he was talking about. So I'm going to make a wisdom save. So yeah, a bit worried, not going to lie. So I need to roll 2d8, add my relevant attribute modifier, I believe, and yeah, I'm going to say it's hard setting here, 13, because he's a powerful guy, he's done this before. My wisdom, oh gosh, I'm not going to be able to make this, am I? My wisdom's 10, I get no bonus. Well, we managed to shake it off. He tries to show us this book and hypnotize us, and we roll a very good roll indeed, 15. So yes, we beat the 13 that we were required, and now the jig is up. And as it is Scarlet Heroes, the heroes always go first in initiative because we are drawing our short sword, because we know this guy's trouble and we're going to sort him out for his nefariousness. And what we're going to do, we're going to have at him. Roll a 15 plus 3, 15, 16, 17, 18 plus 9 for his armor class because he's not wearing armor. That is well over 20, so we hit him in the leg for some reason. Now, this time I'm going to remember that Scarlet Heroes has its special damage thing, and we roll a d6 plus 3 for our short sword, and then we check on the damage chart, which I've got written out here. So plus 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is 2 damage, and we do not work on hit points because I'm an idiot. We work on hit dice. He is level 4. We hit him for 2 damage. Wow. Okay. Time to retaliate, sir. As a magic user, his maximum damage die is a d4. Yes, he's kind of a cleric, but he's kind of not, because he's using his fiendish magic and such. So, he's going to roll. He'll get plus 0, 15. He adds my armor class, which equals 19, which is 1 short of 20, as you well know. So, dodging his swing with his staff for my leg to try and take my feet from under me, I leap up onto the table, full of action and such. I kick the book out of his hand and say, "Your fiendish, hypnotizing days are over, you fake priest, hypnotizing mind-controlling swine. And Midge swings for him with his short sword with a +3. Oh my goodness. Midge falls off the table, and the other guy tries to attack. So, rolling a d20, 19, adding 4. Yeah, that takes him over 20. He hits me for d4 damage. Oops, sorry. 3. Checking our chart here, 3 is 1. Score of 3 equals 1 damage. So that was embarrassing. So we right ourselves. We struggle up with our arms against these shelves, trying to lift ourselves up, and come at him again with our short sword as the books fall off the shelves around us, and that chair is broken to basically sawdust and bits of planks. So we readjust ourselves and then come at him again with the d4. D20. 9 plus 3, 9, 10, 11, 12. Add 9, which is maths. That is 21. That is a hit. That's right, isn't it? So we do hit him with our short sword, d6 plus 3. 6, 7, 8, 9. In his arm, 9 damage equals 2 actual damage. So we do knock him down to 0 as we break his arm with our sword. Now we're going to do that as subdual damage because we have our evidence, we've knocked him out, and we have the book, and we know where the chambers are, where these people were sent to chant these hypnotic messages around the congregation, unknowingly, but they still did it. And we can take him to the authorities because we probably have a contact at the local police precinct because we're a sneaky spy and such. And we've solved the mystery of who killed the artist, who paid the goblins and bugbears and whatever orcs and stuff to kidnap Midge's ex-girlfriend. And we have definitely saved the day. Yes.